Get strong.
Today we're going to be talking about 10 home buy tips. So the first tip is to get pre-approved. There's a difference between pre-qualifications and pre-approval. Pre-qualification is from the bank. It without credit check. It means it's the highest amount of money that you are possibly going to get pre-approved. Since there is no credit check, they're not able to see other debts or liabilities you have in your credit. Example would be car payments, loan payments. So those will lower your pre-approved amount. Pre-approved mortgage is from the bank or mortgage broker, but it affects your credit. Normally you have up to 120 days to use it and extend it another 90 days. Second tip is plan. Know what you can and cannot live without. So bedrooms, bathrooms, and things that you can live without: carpet versus hardwood, space for your hobby or the equipment, schools, commute. Write it down, you rank it, so that when you're talking to your realtor, you know what to tell them and to set your searches up properly. Tip number 3, don't buy too small. Buying too small because you love the neighborhood, the community, the return on investment of the property, how cheap it is, or discount, good value, but you fail to take account the people living in it, the space for equipment or growth, hobbies. It's important to always think about the kids because this is also their home. So you want them to feel safe, to make it feel like their love, and for it to be also their home. If you like equipments, if you have an RV, making sure that you have space in the parking, or if you do a lot of painting, have another room, or make the living room or family room bigger. Tip number 4 is don't buy too big. So it's the opposite of buying too small. But if you were gonna buy too small or too big, it's better to buy too big, in my opinion. But for this instance, tip number 4, don't buy too big. If you buy too big, there's gonna be more utility expense because it is a bigger square footage. It's gonna take more time to heat, more energy to heat, electricity. It's also gonna be take more cleaning and maintenance. It would also have normally a higher property tax. Experience the neighborhood. Tip number 5, experience the neighborhood. Come in the morning and evening, rush hour in the morning and afternoon, noises in the evening, the walkability in the evening. Keep in mind, do you feel safe? Do you like the area? Tip number 6 is consider the proximity to work and schools. Think about your career and if the next jobs will be closer or farther. Research which school is in your region and their ranking. So we talked about this before on location. If you pick a poor school, if you didn't take into account the kid's school or your school, you might be for a rude awakening. Lower ranking schools have less support, less programs, and worse environments for learning. Research the distance from your home to work, or if you have young kids, home to childcare to work. Research the childcare communities in the area. Those are things that we should think about when buying a home, because you're buying a home not only to stabilize your family but also to improve your lifestyle. Consider the commute. So workplace, kids school or your school. Also talking about hobbies and entertainment. So I like playing badminton, volleyball, and going through the river valley, walking. So making sure your neighborhood has access to these communities, to your friends and family. It's no fun to do your hobbies without them, or It's always important to have friends and family when you're a new family. So if you have a new baby, it's always important to hang out with them so they can help you in your needs. Most Edmonton communities have groceries in all areas. They're trying to build a small village, so groceries and clinics are always in the same spot. But check the ratings of the clinics, and also check if it's just the grocery would be Save on Foods or Save or Sobeys. I think they're the most one of the most expensive grocery stores in Edmonton. This is pretty simple. We live in Alberta. It's normally minus 20, minus 30, it's always snowing. Get a garage, get a parkade. It saves you a lot of time. You don't have to scrape. You don't have to worry about your car freezing when you're at home and trying to get to work in the morning. Don't skip the home inspection. So I think this is either tip number 9. Don't skip the home inspection. So the home inspector, they're gonna teach you about your home. They're gonna teach you how to use the HVAC, the furnace, the fireplace, the electricity, or anything in the house that you have questions on. They're always good to answer those. They would also tell you how to maintain it. They would tell you to clean the filter of the furnace every 6 months, or the HVAC every 3 months, and then clean your vent. Hire a person to clean your vents every 2 years or a year. The repair, they're gonna tell you the lifespan of certain items, the big ticket items. So for roofing, for garage, for the furnace, they're gonna also tell you the repair, not to the same extent, or they're gonna tell you the lifespan, if it's still good, if it's okay but needs repair, or if it's bad and needs replacement. So they're also going to tell you approximate cost of it, and using these information, they're going to give you about a 60 to 80 pages of report for your house, and you can use the repair cost to renegotiate the price. Last but not least is tip number 10. Do your own pre-inspection. So you can do this before you hire an inspection on your first time going there. Check the light switches, check the vents if it's noisy. You can't really check that if you bring a outlet checker, then you can do that. Look at the minor cosmetic paint, ceiling, and you can also do this with your home inspector. Check it, because when the home inspector is checking the property, it's normally going to take 2-3 hours. So you have time to do your own checks. Write it on paper, and at the end of the home inspection, make sure to ask the home inspector about it if you want. And those are the 10 tips. So first, get pre-approved, not pre-qualified, pre-approved. 2 is know what you can and can't live without. 3, don't buy too small. 4, don't buy too big. 5, experience the neighborhood, come in the morning and evening. 6, consider proximity to work and school. 7, consider the commute. 8, get a garage parkade. It's normally snowing 6 to 8 months a year in Alberta, Edmonton. 9, don't skip the home inspection. And 10, do your own pre-inspection. So my name is Matt Kativis with eXp Realty. If you're looking to buy a home in Edmonton, Alberta, please use me. My business card will be down below. Hit me up. Call me 780-990-8815. Have a great day.